Hi everyone. So we're back with our second video and Ciara is going to have her eyes done now. So Ciara's eyes are hooded and if you're not sure what hooded eyes is, it just means that when she opens her eyes you can't see the mobile lid. So the mobile lid meaning the lid that's moving. People often think that they can't wear a lot of eyeshadows because they've got hooded eyes, but really you can, and doing your makeup if you have hooded eyes is actually easier than it is if you have loads of lid space like mine, because you can get things done quicker. So I'm going to show you a nice way. Ciara's going out to dinner tonight, so I'm going to show you a nice way to do an evening makeup, eye makeup look that's not too strong. And always remember that what I do now, if you want to wear it for daytime, just use lighter colours, or if you want to go more, just add another layer or two, and the technique is going to be the same either way. So I'm going to start with my signature palette and the lightest colour first, just on the flat shadow brush. And I'm just going to bring this underneath her brow, just onto the brow bone here. And I always do this, again, regardless of what type of eye the person has, because it's just a starter. Kind of gives me a frame to the eye so I know where I'm going and what I have to work with. So just up there, and then a little on the inner corners as well, just to brighten that area. Okay. Then I'm going to go in with, what colour next? I'm going to go in with a colour that's going to go all over the lid, which is going to be my contour shade here. Now, when you have hooded eyes, we need to, if we just do it all over the lid here, we're not going to see it when she opens her eyes. So what you need to do is take your pencil brush or a skinny little eye brush and some of that colour. And if you open up your eyes for me, Ciara, I'm just going to do a little line on top of where I see, you know, if you open your eyes properly again, see here just above where the lash line is. So it gives me just a gauge as to how far I need to go with my eyeshadow. Because if you close down for me now, it means I'm coming all the way up to here, which is higher than her natural crease, which I think sometimes people are afraid to do because they're afraid it goes up too high then. But really, it's just like tracing lines, and then it makes the whole process easier for you. So if you open up again for me for a second, I'm going to do the same on this side. Just draw myself a little line so I know where to go to. And then I'm going to take my blender brush and that contour shade. And if you close down for me, I'm just going to tap that all over the lid. So bring it up to that line. So that line as well shows us where, when we're doing the darker colour, we're going to come up to. So how far we need to go up with our colour. Just shade it in. So then I'm going to move on to my Glamour Eyes palette. And the same thing again. So if you open up for me, I'm going to take that brown colour. This is, sorry, the darkest brown that I'm using at the minute. And I'm going to just give myself a little trace line again on both. Okay. And then I'm going to use my Pro Blender and just tap this colour down. So we're going to make it quite smoky. If you close down for me, just tap that in on the lid. That line now tells me that I don't want to go any further than that or any higher than it. Okay, so I'm just putting the shadow down first, and then we're going to blend it. So you look a little mad at the minute, Ciara, but I'm going to fix it now. Okay, so now we're just going to blend out that colour. So nice and gently from the lash line, and then working my way up. So it does go higher than you would naturally think it should, but that's the whole point. And just blend, blend, blend to your heart's content until all the lines are gone and it's nice and soft. I think sometimes people they stop blending just before they should, and then you can sometimes have a hard line. Whereas if you just go that little bit further, I would say, like, if you think you're done blending, just blend a little bit more. Okay. So now that we've blended out those two, the two eyes with that dark brown, excuse me, I'm going to go in underneath her lash line with my pencil brush again and that darkest colour. So if you look up in the air for me for a second, I'm going to bring that, I'll shake off the excess. I'm going to bring that underneath the lower lash line from the outside in. And just create a little bit of definition. Okay, so now that we have the underneath blended, I'm going to go in with my Essence Long Lasting Pencil in the shade Hot Chocolate. And I'm going to pop this onto the upper lash line. So again, when you have hooded eyes, I think it's really important to have a bit of liner into the lash line. Sorry, I put that up too much. Into the lash line, because we need to highlight this area and make the lash line look thicker than it is, because obviously it's getting hidden once you open your eyes when your eyes are hooded. So you don't need to be neat because we're going to blend it, but we just want to get it into the lash line. And I'm going to take my pencil brush again and just blend that out. So you could use your ring finger here or your pencil brush, whichever you find easier, but you just want to make sure that you're not going to see any pencil marks. And then I'm going to just put on, like, you could leave it like this and put mascara on, which I think is really nice, but we're going to just take it up a tiny notch and put on a little bit of a sheen. So I'm going to take the golden olive green from the Glamour Eyes palette on my Pro Blender again. If you close down for me, I'm just going to pop it into the middle part of the lid to shake off the excess and then tap it down. So always up to where that line was at the start, because we want to make sure that it's seen when she opens her eyes. Tap it down, and then I'm going to just blend it all over the lid. So for our mascara, I'm using this Inglot False Lash Effect mascara, and I am going to put it on disposable ones just for hygiene, but use whatever mascara you have or you want. If you look up in the air for me for a second, I'm going to start with the lower lashes. Okay, so I switched over to Ciara's mascara just so I could get right in at the root of the lashes, which is the Bare Mineral Lash Domination. But that is Ciara's eye makeup done. So I was just saying to her there, I think we could have gone darker, but I'm going to get her back for another video another day, and we might go even darker again. But this, I hope, would have helped show you how to do your eyes if they are hooded, where you can still see the eyeshadow. It doesn't look overdone. It's still nice and fresh, and it makes the most of her eye shape. And I think the brows as well make a massive difference. So I hope you enjoyed that one, and I will see you soon.